I'm in the process of inspecting the engine in the engine compartment in my newly acquired 560 SEC, and I've got to say, this is one of the cleanest engine compartments I've ever seen in a 27-year-old car. Now, it hasn't been messed with, it hasn't been highly detailed before. Obviously, it's been cleaned at some point, because I'm seeing some of that yellow stain that you see from engine detailer, probably from some auto detailing shop, but just wait until I bring the camera in here. This is quite amazing. And while we're doing all this inspection work, I'm going to be doing what I call extreme detailing, using a number of different products and a number of different supplies to basically make this whole engine compartment look like new again. We're talking about cleaning around the heads of bolts. That's the type of extreme detailing I'm referring to, okay? Now I'm going to bring you in here and show you up close. I want to pull this air cleaner off and look underneath. That usually will give you a clue. Sometimes people will clean their engine compartments, or some detail shop will clean it, but they never get under the air filter housing. So let's take a look. I pull the cover off. Air filter looks pretty clean. It's got a few splits in it, so I'm going to replace the air filter. But look at how clean it is. Inside the air filter housing, you don't see a lot of oil along these breather exit points. So this means this engine's probably not got very much wear in it. It's not showing any signs of blow-by. Let's lift this off and take a look at that. Right away, the one thing that jumps out at you is the condition of the cadmium plating. Look at the fuel distributor and the cad plating on all these fuel injector hard lines. And you're looking at all this area around here, and this almost looks like brand new. But if you look real closely, you can see a little bit of staining here. So we're going to go after this staining, and down along the fuel injectors on this side, we're going to clean the valve covers. We've already started over here on the right side. I want to kind of show you a before and after of that, and then we're going to dig in and start doing this area right in here, and then I'm going to come over on this side and do the area all in around the ABS pump and the hydraulic reservoir for the rear suspension. And this is a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing this type of detailing. Yesterday, I removed this coolant tank and detailed this whole area on this right side inner fender panel. I mean, it was clean, but it wasn't super clean. Look at how these bolts are showing up, all the fittings, all the hoses, all the wiring is going to look like new condition when I'm done. It's totally clean yet now, but I've not put any preservative and special coating on the plastic parts and the rubber parts yet. But look at the before picture. You can see the staining. And now look at the after picture. And what a difference just these little details make when you go about doing some extreme detailing in your own engine compartment. As an example, I'm going to show you what I can do right around on this housing. Once again, it's clean, but you can see some of the staining. So I'm using a special chemical here in an acid brush. Watch as I come in here and just lightly rub this area. Look at that. You see how it's lifting that 27-year-old stain off the aluminum? You might have to be a little patient. I'll go ahead and get a little more. I'm just going to do this one section here to show you an example. I'll come up here on this part too as well. Now you really don't want to use scrubbing pads on these parts if you don't have to, because it's going to make them look too shiny. And I want to have this engine look as original as possible. So I'm going to be very careful about over cleaning some of these aluminum parts. But take a look here now as I wipe this off, and you'll be able to compare this section with this section over here and that section over there. I'll have to get in there and wipe a little bit more, but take a look. See that? Just a minor difference, but enough when you take the entire effect that this is going to create on this engine, like dirty spots here, dirty spots there. We've got dirt down here on these rubber parts. And detailing this whole area, it's going to make an amazing difference. And we'll come back here in a couple hours, and I'm going to show you what this looks like when we're all done.